Welcome back, Northwest Wisconsin here, May 28th. Things are really popping around here. You can see the lilacs are in full bloom. Apple trees have already bloomed some, and some are just starting. We're going to go ahead and do a pretty thorough week 7 inspection of Hive 1 here. Added a second deep box a week ago, actually 2 weeks ago on this one. A week ago on that one. That one's a little bit behind. But we're going to go through it today and prep it for summer. I've got new bottom board to put on, a summer board. I'm going to eliminate one of the insulated inner covers. We're probably going to pull the sugar feeder off and possibly add a honey super if the bees need it. These are the new bottom boards that I'm putting on. They're screen bottom board for summer with a removable slide-in slot. I'm going to put these on. I think the bees need more ventilation. Not necessarily more room, just more ventilation. We've had about 2 to 3 inches of rain here in the last week and a half, so they haven't had much time to get out and be busy, but we're going to see if we can help them out today by giving them some more room if they need it and some more air. So stay tuned. Alright, we got our top off. Not really taking any more sugar syrup, 1-to-1, so I'm going to remove this feeder and smoke the bees down a little bit. Give them a little bit of smoke. Let them know we're going to bug them. Let's see what we got here. I'm also going to remove this springtime, wintertime type cover. Increase their ventilation a little bit. Give them some more bee space up on top. Real calm bees. I'm just smoking them so they don't get real defensive. Let's take a look at our beetle trap. We just put this in a week ago. Nothing. I've seen one hive beetle so far. At least I think it was a hive beetle. I'm not positive yet because I am a new beekeeper and I've never seen hive beetles before. So I'll give you a little look down inside. All those girls just waiting to see me. They're all lined up. Cute as can be. Well, a lot of activity on the outside frame. Got some comb being drawn here on the outside frame. Second frame in looks pretty well drawn out. There's our queen. See her? Nice, beautiful Saskatraz queen. She's got a blue dot that I just put on her last week. If you want to see that video, look for week 6 inspection of Hive 1. So she's all the way out here on this outside frame, filling it full of eggs, which is awesome. I'm going to put her back. Second frame in. Appears to have a lot of honey on the top of it. Oh yeah, completely drawn out, full of honey on top. We've got eggs in the middle, lots of eggs. Just laying it up. Same thing on this side, a lot of nectar. Capped honey. So if she's all the way out here laying eggs, I'm guessing these inside frames are going to be packed. This one is heavy. Wow. They've got this completely drawn out. Capped brood, capped worker brood. Honey's capped. Got some drone brood being made here. The other side is a lot of capped worker brood, a lot of larvae, a lot of honey up top. Excuse me, girls. Oof, another heavy frame. Full of worker brood. A little bit of drone brood. Lots of capped worker brood surrounded by pollen and honey. Perfect looking frame. This side also. Capped worker brood in the middle, pollen all around it, honey on the top. Perfect frame. Oof, this one's heavy. Very heavy frame. Look at all this work. Wow. Full of honey, nectar, pollen, worker brood, lots of drone brood. We're going to go ahead and remove some of that drone brood. They're building it up on my frame, wood frame edge, so I'm going to clean that up. Wow. I'm going to go through and do a mite inspection on all the larvae. Look at this side. Same thing. A lot of honey, pollen, nectar, capped worker brood, and capped drone brood on the bottom of the frame. And honey. We're going to squeeze that off. And again, I'm going to go through this and look for any mites on the drone brood. Another nice solid frame, all drawn out. Full of larvae, a little bit of capped brood in the middle, honey all around the top, same thing on this side, honey around the top, larvae throughout the whole inside. Well, there are a lot of bees in here. Whole bottom box appears to be full. Here we got a lot of new drawn out comb, all full of eggs and nectar and honey around the top. Same thing on this side, full of eggs, honey, nectar on top. She is laying up this top box big time. Next frame appears to be fully drawn out also. Maybe not so much on one side. And then the outside frame, they're working on one side of that also. So I think I've seen enough on this top box to know that they're at 80% for being drawn out frames. Plenty of bees, lots and lots of capped larvae. Worker bees, worker brood. yeah. Alright, here we are. We get down to the bottom brood box. I'll go ahead and give a check on the hive beetle trap. Nothing, which is a good thing. Not seeing them in the hive, and I'm not seeing them in the traps, so that is good. Now this box is a box of bees, according to the Canadian beekeeper that I follow. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 frames of bees in this bottom box. Very outside frame. Got activity on it. They're starting to work some comb. Those girls a little small. They don't get too defensive. Really calm hive. I really don't need smoke, but I don't want to go from a gentle first time experience to getting stung. I've only been stung twice, which is incredible, I think. Not wearing any protective equipment. This frame is full of capped honey, a lot of bee bread. Same thing on this side, capped honey all around top, or actually uncapped honey. And it looks like we got eggs all through the center of this frame. Perfect. Got some worker brood being drawn out there, full of pollen. Some larvae, some capped worker brood, more capped worker brood, lots of pollen, capped honey, eggs in the cells, larvae in the cells. They're utilizing every bit of space they have right now, it looks like. We got some more grown cells. See in the corner, a lot of capped worker brood, a lot of larvae and all the uncapped cells. This side too is full of larvae and capped worker brood. Another great frame, full of pollen. This whole frame is solid pollen. Some capped worker brood and pollen. Lots and lots of bee bread. Same thing on this side. Worker brood and pollen. Wow. So they're expecting a lot of new bees if they've got so much pollen stored. And looking at all the eggs and frames, this hive is going to explode. Yeah, again, capped worker brood, and then eggs and larvae and all the other cells. So she's still down here laying in the bottom and laying on the top like a good queen. I'll look at 1 or 2 more frames here quick, making sure we don't have any supersedure or swarm cells. Again, wow, look at all that pollen. Worker brood in the middle, pollen everywhere around it. Same thing on this side. They need more room. They're pollen bound a little bit here. These frames need to have room for eggs too. And they're starting to fill them up full of pollen. Here we got eggs in every open cell, but the majority of this frame again is pollen. Boy, look at all that bee bread. Alright, well, I've seen enough in this box. I'm going to get my other supers out and put this back together. Alright, we're back. We're down to replacing this bottom board. This is my winter board, which is a solid bottom. I'm just going to shake these bees off into the brood box. Here's my new board, screen bottom board. It's a removable tray. I think they're going to like this. The added ventilation. Starting to warm up here. Alright, so we've eliminated the thermal inner cover. We've eliminated the sugar water for the buildup of the comb on the new hive. We changed out the bottom board to our summer bottom board, which is a screen bottom board with a removable tray. Looks like the bees are pretty excited. They're flying like crazy, and they're going to love their new home. But I think they're ready for a honey super. I think the honey flow has started here, or the nectar flow in Wisconsin. So I think they're ready. I'm going to add a box. First thing I need to do though is get a clean excluder on here. We're going to take the cover off. Be gentle with that. We're going to give them a little smoke. Get them to go down. Here's the clean excluder that I purchased. It's just a plastic clean excluder, so we'll see how this works. Put that on top. Here's my medium super. I built all this myself. Hive base, hive stand, hive boxes. I even built my own frames. On my earlier videos I showed you I use all natural beeswax foundation, no plastic, just solid beeswax. And we'll see how long it takes for them to fill this box up. It'll be interesting. Till next time. See you then. Happy bees, happy bees.